Good morning, children. Today we'll study chapter 4, that is animal fibers. Long ago, human beings used leaves, barks of trees, and skins of animals to cover their bodies. Then they learned the art of weaving and started making clothes. We wear clothes to protect our body from heat, cold, rain, and insects. Now, from where these clothes, how do we obtain the clothes, or how do we make the clothes? So generally, all the clothes or fabric, they are made out of fibers, and these fibers can be obtained from either plant sources or animal sources. So the fibers which are obtained from plant sources are cotton, jute, and the fibers which are obtained from animal sources are wool and silk. So in this chapter we'll study about how wool is obtained from the different animals and how silk is obtained from the silkworm. So first of all we'll study about how wool is obtained. Wool is obtained from the from the animals like sheep, goat, rabbit, camel, yak, etc. So first of all, these animals are reared. Rearing of the animals is done, and rearing and breeding of animals are generally done. In this, they keep the animals in a very protective form and they rear them. Then, when the full growth of the hairs is happened, the shearing or removal of the fleece is done. When the sheep is, the fiber is totally grown on the body of the sheep, then the shearing or removal of fleece is done. After removing the fleece, that fleece needs to be washed, because we know that sheep roam around here and there in the mountain, so lot of dust and dirt were present on the fleece. So washing the fleece with soap and detergent is called scouring. After that, separation of two type of fibers can be obtained from the sheep's body. One is fine fiber and one is coarse long fiber. So separation of different texture of fibers needs to be done. Then these fibers contain some blood, so removing the blood is also important, so that the fiber can be very smooth and soft. So removing the blur, and then fibers are dyeing, or after that the straightening of the fibers is done with the help of rolling, and after straightening, the fiber or wool fiber is dyed into different colors, and then the wool is turned into yarn, and yarn can be turned into, with the help by the process of knitting, the yarn of the wool is turned into fabric or sweater or shawl, whatever it is. Now we'll study about process of obtaining silk. So first of all, the silkworm is reared for obtaining silk. Rearing of silkworm is generally done in the farm where so many of mulberry trees were grown, because the main food of silkworm is mulberry leaves. It generally feeds on mulberry leaves. So rearing of silkworm is done. Then in that area, the adult silkworm, they lays hundreds, thousands of eggs on the mulberry trees. Adult silkworm lays thousands of eggs on mulberry leaves. Then when the egg hatches, the small larva or caterpillar comes out from the eggs. Then this larva or caterpillar start eating mulberry leaves, which is its favorite food. Start eating mulberry leaves and start building a cocoon like or a thread like. It covers its body with a thread like structure and it changes into cocoon. Cocoon is what? Nothing but an insect or a caterpillar inside a cocoon which is wound around with the silk fibers. At this stage, the cocoons are collected from the mulberry trees and were put into hot boiling water. As soon as these cocoons were put into hot boiling water, the caterpillar or larva inside the cocoon dies, and these silk threads can be unwound with the help with hands, and the silk thread is obtained, and then after that these silk fibers or threads are sent for the weaving in the handloom or either in the power looms to make a silk fabric or sari or kurta, whatever you want to make. So in this way silkworm is reared and silk is obtained. Thank you and have a nice day.